should be sorry for that. You're in Canada.
Hey, Dad.
English. Take a picture.
Dad, look at this.
Take 5 of them. I'll pay you $50 for that picture. Learn
Where's your FaceTime? Look at this.
Learn English.
Look at this. Look at this.
Learn English. Learn English, por favor.
I know how to speak English.
That's speaking.
Yes, what do you want to say?
I want to say,
What?
please speak English, you gorgeous.
I know how to speak English. No, it's fine, baby. We're good. We're here. You know this? Huh? We're just walking around here and she just came in.
I'm in a mood.
She is in a mood. Now that is obviously a Karen who seems to be having some chemical assistance to her Karening on that particular day. Coming across a group of maybe tourists, I'm not sure, who are Filipino in Calgary and decided, no, your day, it's about me now. I'm drinking the coffee in my coffee cup and I cannot take the fact that I heard you speaking in a language that I don't understand.
Please call the cops.
I didn't even see your face.
Girl, we're just minding our business.
Please call the cops. I'll give you $50 to call the cops right now. You don't belong in our country.
Look at that.
Take some FaceTime. Take some FaceTime.
It's already guys.
She's a gorgeous girl and this is your fault.
No, that's okay.
Are you kidding right now?
Stay away from us, okay?
You just hurt your own child.
Stay away from us.
What is wrong with you? Can't even speak English.
So mid breakdown, we're in this huge area where my only objective in crossing this space is staying as far away from every other person as possible. She runs up on this group. It results in the niece apparently crying, and I don't know if it's supposed to be something that makes her look better. She says that the niece is very attractive or something, and then immediately begins harassing them again. Just walk away, Francesca. Why are people having interactions like this? Why, like, I would love to hear someone speaking a language other than English, because then I can't probably process it and it's not directed at me and it has nothing to do with me. I can just go on about my life. Why is that not good enough for these other people?
I think that Karen is barely speaking English. Let's be real. She's slurring. This is
Slurring a bit.
This is not her worst walk of shame home the next day. Not her worst, not the best. In the top 3, she feels like she got kicked out of a wedding and has been walking on. That's not her jacket for sure. And that is definitely not coffee in that cup. So there's a lot going on here. And it's just incredible to me though, is we've seen people who are like clearly drunk, clearly high, whatever they are. And like going immediately to racism is just something that I think a lot of people don't understand, and especially people of color. Like, why? Why would you go there? Like, what is that? Just nascent, sitting in the back of your head?
Navigation.
Going to the friend.
Here we go.
Did all that just to get the drink thrown at him? Oh, he's gonna hit too.
He looks stupid.
So as you can tell there, he is not just swearing, he is hurling the N-word, racial slurs in their face. And they responded, actually way more than we normally see in these sorts of things, throwing 2 drinks in his face and then punching him in the neck. You don't often see a neck punch in these sorts of videos, Francesca. Is that an acceptable response after this guy, like he reached in, he was going for the workers. At that point, are they allowed to punch him in the throat?
You know, I just think we need more context, like what happened before? Like, did he get curly fries or were they regular? You know what I mean? Like, were the tacos, I don't know if they have curly fries at Jack in the Box, but like, were the tacos extra greasy? Because they need to be greasy in order to be good. I just like, again, people forgetting how to act. And also like, what is the excuse for saying racial slurs at somebody? There is none, ever. And every fast food worker should be paid $30 an hour. I don't want to hear a single, that's it. That is it. You're slanging burgers. You're covered in grease yourself. It's an inglorious, difficult task. And then you've got to deal with this dude. Come on.
No, you're not. You told them that you wanted $200 extra. I have
You can do it.
That's
Whatever
what
you
told
want.
them. Are you lying now?
I'm not lying. You didn't hire me. You didn't hire me.
You said $200 extra. Get out of my country.
So that is a woman who has hired some guys to haul away some boxes. And she claimed that they were overcharging her. They say that she had more boxes than she said, so they had to charge her more. And this back and forth was enough that she told them to leave her country. The go-to for racists, some sort of metaphysical ownership over the entirety of the country that they need to leave. That is what they will always go to. But that isn't the only place that she went to, as you'll see in this continuation of the video.
You tried to rape me for $200 extra. You're
Keep talking.
gotcha video.
By the way, if you would like to see all of the videos, there are others. The user JC Abuelo posted them on TikTok. You can see the entire thing there. In the full video, she claimed that the men assaulted her and tried to rape her and seemed to go back and forth in whether she was claiming that they were physically raping her or financially raping her by charging more. And she ended up calling the cops either way. I mean, she wanted them to do more work than she said that she would. That seems to be as simple as this is. But of course, she's gonna freak out and think that when she gets into this situation, the cops are naturally there to protect her, not them, JR.
That's the whole idea, right? If anybody comes by, we know this when homeowners have any kind of work being done in the house. And if it takes longer, there's labor. If you take a car to a repair shop and they say, oh, we charge $120 an hour for the services. You're like, I think it's gonna be 3 hours. Then they call you and say, it's gonna be 4 hours actually. We gotta add extra money to this whole thing. You either decide to not do it or do it. You underestimated here, but who cares? It's not their fault. It's actually, it's not her fault. It's actually their fault for existing. And of course, it goes back to who they are, where they're from, and their background. Of course.
They're just trying to work, and that can't be allowed. We are an entire society of Karens. That's what we are at this point. And you can't just do your job. Yeah, and what happens when the cops go there? How much risk is she putting them in by involving cops and claiming that there had been violence or possible sexual assault? By the way, if any of that was true, obviously we would be on her side. But you cannot just invent those sorts of things to get out of a situation where you're trying to get free work. And again, it is not impossible that something could come out that would change our understanding of this. But based on all the evidence, and there is a lot of evidence, that's not the way it worked. And when you're yelling at these two guys to go back, to leave her country, you're not helping your case there.